Delhi has reported for the first time, first confirmed suicide vehicle-borne improvised explosive device type suicide bombing attempt. First evidence of a shoe trigger activation. First case of 5 doctors, 5 quote-unquote very straight A performing doctors forming a Jaish module. First probe linking university accreditation fraud to terror logistics. And now multiple passports, biryani, dawat, medicine as code names. Madam Surgeon is another name that's come about. And now Hamas-style drone network. I mean, what all is happening? This is possibly India's first urban shoe-triggered car bombing. What are you picking up, Dr. Pandya? What are the red flags here? What's in store for us? Do we have the wherewithal to tackle all of this?
Well, I'm not at all surprised. Am I audible?
Yeah, you are. You are. Go ahead.
Hello. Yes. Well, I'm not at all surprised. Organizations like Jaish are highly professional, sophisticated, and trained. And in the past also, if you remember, there was a case of a famous transatlantic shoe bomber in the US, and Jaish-e-Mohammed was involved in that. And Jaish-e-Mohammed is the original Al-Qaeda of the Indian subcontinent. Okay, you imagine, I mean, the seed funding was provided to Jaish-e-Mohammed by Al-Qaeda. Osama bin Laden was the one who distributed assets between Jaish-e-Mohammed and Harkatul Mujahideen. So they inherit that legacy of the Harkat network and highly trained and sophisticated global financial networks, radicalization networks. And they're good at it. They've done this job in the Pulwama.
We know about the sophistication, Dr. Pandya. We know about the sophistication. But this new shoe triggering mechanism, what does this tell us about the intent of this entire module?
It's not a new mechanism. See, these are technological innovations with these terror groups always, try to innovate and employ. As I just recently mentioned about the transatlantic shoe bomber. So nowadays they're trying to innovate and they're trying to improvise on their tactics. So they know that, I mean, RDX and TNT are, the kind of old things now. So they're improvising. They're using ammonium nitrate, mixing it with TATP, and getting all highly professional and the trained people who can handle complex operations, complex explosives. And this lady, Dr. Shaheen, who has come to limelight, the way she was able to forge her passports and she was able to cover up her foreign trips. It shows that I mean, these people are like veterans. They are experts. And we are dealing with a very different kind of menace. We are dealing with a proper global terror group. Which has, I mean, its methods and tactics, they reflect what Al-Qaeda or ISIS has been doing at the global level. And I think these are the red flags which we must understand. Now, I also want to point out that when she could forge her passports and all that, definitely there were some loopholes and lacunas in our systems also.
Absolutely.
I mean, how could she do
Absolutely.
that?
And let's question those. Let's question those, shall we?
How could she do that? So I think, I mean, we also need to, take that step ahead and cover up these gaps in our understanding of terrorism. And this Al-Falah University was functioning in that area. No one checked their documents. So now let me just extend it a bit further, and let me tell you, there are many universities who are simply surviving on bribery. They are able to bribe the people who come on inspections from the NAC. That's the National Accreditation Authority. And when the NAC people visit universities, the NAC investigators or the inspectors are bribed with good alcohol, wine, parties, and money. And then they give all kinds of permissions. So, and they are also able to bypass all these financial regulations also, because you have an entrenched corruption. See, I'm stating some bare facts. You look at how universities recruit their professors these days in the entire country. People like the university administration, political parties, and the connected, affiliated people, they charge 27 lakhs, 30 lakhs to recruit a professor. So when you have this corruption entrenched so deeply, it's not that difficult to bypass laws and compromise your national security. You look at what district, you come to my state Rajasthan, or be it Madhya Pradesh or Rajasthan, what's happening in the districts? Your SPs and DIGs and IGs are earning bribe money from the liquor mafia, from Bajri mafia. No one is questioning that. We just heard about the case of DIG Bullar and another DSP in UP who have made properties worth 300 crores. Now let me question that. It's not just that DIG or the DSP. If the corruption of such a huge scale is happening, definitely senior IPS officers are involved. So you have to question
a lackadaisical security apparatus.